T's, and my crews come from, we the me. Need a beat, go to legend.
What's the deal? Power and balance to all my navigators out there on the journey to success, as well as my free thinkers, my protectors, and my creators of the new world. It's your boy, the common sense genius, 3-Pac, KRS3, the fly philosopher. You already know, man, the ghetto pope, the pavement president, long list of aliases, man. I could do it all day. But anyway, shout out to my new navigators. Come on in, welcome to the channel. Here we promote mental wellness, physical wellness, spiritual wellness, financial wellness, just overall dopeness, you know, just overall wellness. You feel me? Stress-free, anxiety-free, depression-free. This is that place you could come. You feel me? So welcome. Do all the interactive things below the video, like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on the post notifications to get notified for when I drop like this. You already know, man, prioritize them things because we about to start dropping these live guided meditation sessions, group meditation sessions. Gonna be pretty fresh, man, where I have guests come through and guide us through meditation sessions. As well as a virtual book club where we're gonna have like reading goals for the month as well as the year, give away gift cards and merch, We the Media merch, and you know, just a healthy dialogue amongst like-minded individuals. You feel me? The books that you reading currently, you could share what you reading. You could swap out books. Either if somebody got something that you might want to be reading and you don't want to pay for it, swap it out with your club member, man. Save some bread. So on and so forth. Just book referrals, referring books to one another and things like that. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty dope. So tap in. Shout out to all my old navigators, man. I ain't forgot about y'all. My OGs in the building. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Get your Palo Santo, your incense, your sage, your cannabis, whatever apparatus you got in order to purify your environment, raise your vibration, open your third eye to ingesting content like this, man. Let's light it on up. So I'm gonna be making some videos on the apparatuses and things like that soon, so stay tuned for that. I remember when the vid first hit, when the pandemic first started, they was telling, well, spiritual YouTubers and stuff like that, and people that was conscious, people of the conscious community was like, yeah, burn your sage, it fight the vid and all that. So just so y'all know, this, just putting this in the air, it helped with anxiety, depression, you feel me? It helped calm the nervous system. It helped with colds, the flu, all that stuff. So today's video is about unplugging from the matrix.
After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Whatever you want to call it, man. Taking a sabbatical, spiritual journey, your spiritual awakening, raising your self-awareness, your level of self-awareness, whatever you want to call it, man. Just waking up, you feel me? I got a few steps that I personally took because, like I said, I grew up Baptist, but it was a point in time where I was just a heathen, you know. I was lost. I lost respect for like government and authority because my only enforcer, the only person that laid the smackdown on me, was gone.
Lay the smackdown on your Rudy Poo.
So at that point in time, I had no respect for authority. I had, no respect for authority, just overall authority. So what happened was I ended up my spiritual awakening. I basically got to a certain age where I was doing things that didn't benefit me. I just started trying to replace bad habits and things that I was doing that wasn't benefiting me, wasn't helping me boss up, evolve, or progress. I started to swap those things out for better habits. Unknowingly finding myself, beginning the journey, because finding yourself and evolving, progressing is a lifelong thing. It don't stop until you close your eyes, till you take your last breath. You're going to continue to grow. So when I began this journey, it was when I started swapping out these habits. And once I started to want to, it wasn't like I was doing this stuff unconsciously, but subconsciously programming myself to actually adopt better habits. And in doing so, I changed my environment. So first, I suggest, if you want to like level up spiritually, or you want to begin your spiritual journey, you have to first change your environment. Whether it be leaving the environment, or it be like cleaning up your environment, changing certain things, organizing your environment, you got to change your environment. Thing number one. So change the environment. Secondly, you want to visualize what you want. Like I said, like I started swapping out the habits. It was because I wanted to be in better shape. I wanted to be more cognitive. You feel me? I didn't just want to be just a zombie all day, like drugs and substances all day. And it's just like you're not even there. You're not even being creative and using your electricity. You're not even using your energy to create. And it was just like, what am I doing? And in doing so, I had to switch some things up. And it led me to just visualizing the life I wanted for myself. Just tapping back in with my imagination, starting to dream again and things like that. And just visualizing, like imagination and seeing yourself in certain positions and seeing yourself doing certain things. Like, I mean, actually seeing yourself in your mind doing it. It sound corny, sound cliche, but thing number two, I suggest you visualize what you want. You feel me? Okay, so thing number three, you want to meditate, right? First, you want to show gratitude for the things that you got. You don't want to get too ahead of yourself. You don't want to get too big for your britches. So first, you want to humble yourself, show gratitude for the things that you have, and show that you're capable of valuing things, the small things. And once you get in tune with that, you start to lead with love. And once you lead with love, you don't lead with nothing else, because you could lead with a lot of things: anger, jealousy, spite. You feel me? So you could lead with these things, but once you start to lead with love, you realize that that's the highest frequency. So once you start to lead with love and show gratitude, connect to your source, you meditate, you feel me? You bring it together. You just showing gratitude. You just showing that you're grateful for your part in the universe, because all is one. And once you start to do that, then meditation become easier. And for me, meditation was hard, so I did yoga. You feel me? I focused on holding poses. Instead of sitting there doing breathing exercises, I did yoga poses. You feel me? But I still took deep breaths as I was holding my poses. But the only thing is, I was focused on the pose. So your mind is completely blank. You deleting all those thoughts, and you replacing it with just gratitude and, connecting with the source. Just showing your gratitude for all your blessings, your current blessings. All right, so thing number 4, you want to voluntarily isolate yourself. Meaning, like, things that you do, this is different from the environment, because the environment is the environment. The environment may not come with any relationships. There may not be anybody in these environments that you're separating from. And then you may leave certain environments, and, certain people may be in those environments too. So voluntarily isolating yourself means, like, the relationships. You feel me? You might do something for a hobby or whatever. Voluntarily isolate yourself. Maybe you might go out for drinks every Friday or whatever. Just isolate yourself, instead of having to be broke and being like, oh, I can't drink or whatever. And that's involuntarily isolation. That's involuntarily involuntary isolation, meaning you didn't volunteer to be isolated. Your funds is what ultimately caused you to be isolated. But practicing voluntary isolation is discipline. When it comes time to doing these things, it's easy to say no. Hey, you want to go to the club? Hey, you want to go to the strip club? Throw some dollars, you feel me? Go to the bar and take some shots. That's money going out that you could be saving. And you practice this discipline, voluntarily isolating yourself from these social settings that really don't bring you no benefit. Instead of being like so addicted to it, it's like a form of validation, and if you don't have it, then it causes depression and things like that. So voluntarily isolate yourself. And in that isolation, you gotta be, you gotta study. You gotta be hungry for information. You gotta continue to gain information and tools. Yeah, voluntary isolation is a big one. That's about it. Once you get those things, kind of just the basics of every one of those things, because it's levels to every one of those things. You can master meditation, you can master voluntary isolation, you can master all these things, and just get the basics of it, and then you should have a nice foundation for starting your spiritual journey, because it's unique to you. Like, to me, I was destructive. It's like I seen what it did. I seen what like Zen and stuff did for people around me that was destructive too. And I was like, yo, that's the life. I don't want to live like this. It's stressful, being tough all the time, being so, masculine all the time. It's tough. So sometimes you gotta, and I say masculine because society's standard for masculinity is not what I agree with. I found this state of being, and I just wanted to share it with everybody and be contagious with it, because it's like once you start to raise your vibration, it's like raising your credit. Remember, I spoke about spiritual wellness and financial wellness. This is a metaphor for you. Raising your vibration, your frequency, is like raising your credit. And once you raise your frequency, you're able to manifest things. So once you raise your credit, you're able to go, run up the credit. You're able to go start getting accounts and stuff like that. So once you raise your vibration and your frequency, you're able to start manifesting things. If not, start to do them more efficiently if you are even doing that. You know what I'm saying? So that's it, man. That's all I got. That's my take on, starting your spiritual journey. If you like what you saw here, if you have anything to add to it, if you think I'm off, leave your comments below. It'd be greatly appreciated. Good and negative, we don't care. But we know that love conquers all. Like I said, once you lead with love, then that's the highest frequency you could omit. So nothing else, you don't want to lead with nothing else. Till next time, man. Y'all be well. Peace.